Check. Zoom.
Thank you all for joining us for our 2024 Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl postgame press conference. We do have West Virginia interim head coach Chad Scott, quarterback Garrett Green, and wide receiver Hudson Clement. Same rules apply. Please just raise your hand. We'll get a microphone over to you. Ray has the microphone. Please identify yourself and to whom you're addressing the question. We'll start off with questions here in the room, followed by questions on Zoom. But Coach Scott, we'd like to open it up to you for an opening statement.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start off by saying this. These guys had every reason from the beginning to quit and turn it and fold and turn it in, and them guys refused to do that. Everything I've asked them to do, they've done. They've gone over and beyond. 100% attendance on workouts and practice. The energy, the intensity of the practices has been great. The focus has been great. Been talking about focus doesn't come natural, so lock in. And the guys been locked in the whole time. You know, the first message I told those guys, 10% of things in life happen until you can't control it. But the most important part, 90% of it is how you respond. And the way these guys responded, you know, to the adversity coming into this game was elite. And then you guys had the opportunity to see it firsthand tonight. We didn't start out, you know, as fast as we wanted to play. And the guys never wavered. You know, they were resilient and we responded. It didn't work. It didn't finish. It didn't work out for us in the end. The thing I love the most, we've been talking about it ain't the play call, it's the player. And we put our guys in the best position to go win. And you know, as a coach, I feel great about, you know, making a play call for those guys that's successful, that was successful for, that's worked for us repeatedly, as opposed to just coming up with a call that I feel good about. So I'm super proud of these guys, the way they responded, the way they played the game, the way they finished and fought together.
Thank you, Coach Scott. We'll open it up to questions right over here on the right.
So, Greg Hunter, Blue and Gold News. So, Chad, start with you. Offensively, go to the last series where you guys are trying to take the lead. What's the strategy? What are you guys trying to do? What's the call there at the end?
Well, the call was it's a verse call. It's the call that's had been successful for us the last, you know, I believe 5 to 6 drives. And it was a great call because it was it's what we were great at, what we were best at, and you know, we just fell a little short. But that was the same play that we've hit several times throughout the game, and we just fell short. Everybody felt great about the play call, and the guys felt comfortable with it, and we just fell short.
Did we have one in the middle here? No. Any other questions in the room for our student athletes or Coach Scott? In the back, please. Oh, well, up front, then in the back. There we go. Yep.
So, okay, Garrett and Hudson, I mean, the combination, I mean, it's not like you guys haven't fed on that all year, but was it different today? Did Garrett, start with you. Do you have a special feeling of connecting with Hudson today, and then Hudson follow up with that?
I think like kind of this being the third or fourth team that we played with the same defensive structure. You know, me and Huddy were watching all throughout the week, or all throughout the bowl prep about where spots are, where the balls are going to be hitting. So he did a great job of getting to his landmarks and getting there on time.
Yeah, I think we were just both on the same page about the game plan. And, I run my routes and he throws the ball, and, if he's giving me a chance, I'm going to try to make it count for him. So, I think we were just on the same page throughout the game and throughout this week and prepping for this game.
We'll go straight to the back, please.
Kevin Kender, Blue and Gold News. Garrett, was this one of those games where you had to kind of figure out what was going to work, and especially in the run game for you? I know teams have been keying on you a little bit, but when you had a couple scrambles, it seemed like that kind of got you going.
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach Scott did a great job of kind of having a lot of different variety in the first few the first few drives, and then he called a hell of a second half, and I think spreading them out and letting CJ get downhill on him fast was a big key for us, and then guys like Hudson, Rodney, Cole, making plays for me.
Yeah, Garrett, from visiting Texas here in high school, the coaches switch, all the players you played with, just talk about how much West Virginia means to you, everything you've been through, the player switch, quarterback switch. Just clearly West Virginia means a lot to you, so just let us hear a little bit about what's going through your mind, because obviously you mean the world of West Virginia, so what does West Virginia mean to
West Virginia means, a lot to me, and, it's been such a great honor to wear the uniform, wear the WV. I wish I could have got it done tonight, but just wasn't good enough at the end of the game. But, I'm super happy that, a 17-year-old kid made a decision to come up to the mountains.
Back to the right, please.
So really for all three, you start with you, Chad, the emotions when they miss the field goal and you only have a chance with time left, but a chance to win it. What's your emotion?
Well, first of all, I'll say this. First of all, like he said, he had a chance to win the game. Like he didn't lose that game for us. If I can go back, I would have been more aggressive at the beginning of the game. I thought I was too conservative calling the football game. Just trying to, just trying to figure him out or whatnot. So if I can go back, I'll be more aggressive coming out and shoot my shot early on, and that's what we ended up doing right before half. So he had nothing to do with how the outcome of this game unfolded. I'll take accountability for that because we had the opportunity early on when the defense got a couple of stops to shoot our shot, and I was too conservative early on. So that's not on him at all. As far as when those guys got the stop, we've been talking all week about, again, it ain't the play call, it's the player. And whatever that play call was, which I have no idea what it was, those guys came up with the stop. They're resilient. They fought to the end. You always kind of tell the identity and the personality of the culture, mental toughness of a football team and how the field goal block team. And those guys, they was real close, got to it, and it affected it. And all we've always talked about offensively, just give us a shot. And we had our shot. So when we shot our shot, and we didn't make it.
Yeah, I knew I was going to get the ball back with, however many seconds, and whether it was going to be a 5-point game or an 8-point game, and then Coach Scott put us in a position to win, and didn't make the other rod, but it's football.
We have one in the back here, and Hudson, did you want to answer anything else to that? It's all three. Okay, we're going to go back to the back here with the microphone, please.
Coach Scott, you mentioned that you felt like you were too conservative. More throws, more different types of runs. What was your thought there?
Well, early on, we wanted to try to establish the run and, control the clock early on in the game. And they muddied up the box a lot. Coming in, we knew they were kind of vulnerable in the back end. And so we were probably a little too stubborn trying to run the ball, honestly. And so, I think going into the second quarter, we said we're just going to play ball. We're just going to shoot our shot. I told the defensive guys, hey, we're going to be aggressive. So, hey, trust the call. We've been telling the guys all week long to keep it easy so those guys don't flinch, don't think, just go play ball. And that's what I told them. I say, Dave, listen, keep it easy so those guys go out there and play ball because we're going to be aggressive. So it could be we might go 3 and out. Now, fortunately for us, we were scoring. We kept scoring. Really, I think the last 6 drives we scored on their last one. Ran out of time right before halftime, kicked the field goal. Phenomenal job by Michael Hayes up until this last possession here. So should have just been more aggressive coming out the gates.
And then Wyatt Milam, I think he just played on the first series. Was that a plan, or did something happen?
That was planned.
All right, now with questions in the room done, we're going to go to Zoom. We have one on the Zoom. Mitch, if you would unmute yourself, identify yourself, who you're representing, and address your question, please.
Hey guys, Mitch Davis at MitchDavisShow.com. This is for all three of y'all. I do want to ask you about Memphis, University of Memphis. It's kind of physicality-wise, who do they remind y'all most of the Big 12? And did they look like a Big 12 Power 4 opponent to y'all on paper and also out there on the field tonight?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can look at the height and weight. I mean, structurally, they're like Iowa State. But 11's a really good player, and then 1's a really good player. So
yeah, they're a great football team. They're a great football team. They play fast. They swim around. They put the guys in position to be successful. And they go out there and make plays. I think it was an exciting football game. It was a challenging football game. We knew either way it wasn't going to be easy for them. It wasn't going to be easy for us. But they're a great football team.
All right. No more questions on Zoom? No more questions in the room? All right. Thank you, gentlemen. You nailed it. It was an exciting, well-fought football game. Congratulations on a great effort.